You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
We will begin right where we left off last time in the basement of Ignatius's subspace after you have purged the glow. But before we do that,
Wow, that was a long time ago.
I think, yep.
It was.
I want to, give Nicole a chip for continuously throwing her life against the wall, knowing Lim would bring her back, which is ballsy. And then I think I needed to give you a blue chip back.
Oh, yeah.
Because we didn't actually have to roll for that subspace check.
Right.
So make sure everything's on the up and up there. And then so I guess immediately whenever you come out, then gold achievement, the glow laid low pops up, and everyone gets some treasure. So let's see. First of all, so in front of Kenny will appear a silver chest.
Another rope.
The other one didn't break, did it?
Yeah, it's dead.
It did?
It's gone.
Oh, shit.
The dog or the giant cat or whatever it was killed
We
it.
fight a giant dog next. And then a
A
horse.
giant dog with a weakness against
Ropes.
The magical rope.
Most dogs have a weakness against rope. You just have to,
Get it around the neck.
kind of be a dick.
Get it in the right spot and pull. Yeah.
I mean, you can't leave some of them alone on a deck with a rope. I would say that's like a dog's kryptonite right there.
Yeah.
It just triggered a memory of a movie about some teenagers harassing their teacher, and they hang his dog over his fence.
Jesus.
This is one of those movies I saw when I was I had no monitoring of what I watched, so I saw a lot of these movies when I was way too young.
Yeah.
And now I don't remember what the name of the movie was.
National Lampoon.
Well, that turned really dark. Because she started it with a group of teenagers that are harassing this dog, and they're really scared of the owner, and the dog's like a monster, and they keep hitting the baseball over and Sandlot?
Sandlot? Horror Sandlot?
Yeah. But yeah, at the end of this Sandlot, they hang the dog.
Hercules, no.
Hercules.
Darth Vader's going to be real fucking mad. You hung his dog.
And he comes out dressed as Darth Vader.
I will reach out to Chicken Salad Horror Priestess Tanya and ask her if she knows what
All
that
right.
is.
Yeah, it's a good call.
All right. So a silver treasure chest appears in front of you, Kenny.
I've rolled to kill it. No, I'll open it.
It's dead. You open it, and inside is a beautiful
A mimic.
cherry
Teeth.
mimic. Yeah.
Just teeth and a tongue and
It
poison.
looks like a lyre inside of it. So looks like a small harp. Looks like inlaid with gold and gems, and looks like something you would see in a Renaissance fair museum.
It's kind of like a rope.
Or like a Shakespeare play.
There you go.
Does it appear to have magical properties?
It does.
So do I need to commune with it for an hour?
You're no longer a bass player.
It does.
Now
it does
we have a
require
harp
attunement.
section.
So this is a Cly lyre. You can play an instrument. You can play the instrument and cast the following spells. So once per day, you can play it. I'm not sure what the DC is. We'll have to look into it. But you can play it, and once per day, cast one of the following spells: Stone Shape, Wall of Fire, and Wind Wall.
It's pretty good.
That is good. That's nice.
I can do one of those spells once a day.
Yep.
Okay.
I'd look pretty badass doing it.
Right? Yeah, that should be like a wah-wah pedal or something.
Magical wah-wah pedal.
Yeah.
Liz, a silver chest appears in front of you.
I'll open it.
Inside of it is a beautiful, dark purple hooded cloak. This also requires attunements, but this cloak is called the Wings of Flying. For 1 hour per day, it will turn into a pair of angel wings and allow you to fly at a speed of 60 feet for 1 hour. And then you can reuse them after that 1 hour, after 1d12 hours.
It's a good thing they let you fly, otherwise it'd be really misleading.
Once per day, they turn into a train.
Yeah, you get plus 12 to performance checks.
Yeah, so basically you can use them to fly once per day.
Pretty badass.
Didn't you say that after that I could use it?
Yeah, you roll 1d12, and yeah, you could use it again 3 hours later, maybe.
Okay. I just want to make it clear.
Yeah, not always once per day.
Someone's going to be flying a lot. I'm flying out of here. Bye.
I'm flying straight to your heart. Guitar man, nobody.
No, I'm with you.
Lim, a silver chest appears in front of you.
I open it.
You see inside of it, you just see it looks like the top of it looks like a heart-shaped diamond, but attached to something.
Oh, the butt plug I ordered is in. I'll pull it out.
As you do,
Of
it
the
looks like
chest.
it keeps going out of the chest.
It's a big boy.
You pull out a staff.
And it's in fact the one I ordered.
Yeah, I was still correct. It
They
is
got my
butt plug.
letter.
In pictures.
Inside, you find a staff of charming.
A staff of charming. Does it let me fly?
You could
Could
convince
charm,
people to fly
you
for
could
you.
charm Liz
Charm
into
Liz.
carrying you around, I guess.
Okay.
While holding the staff, you can use an action to expend one of its 10 charges to cast Charm Person, Command, or Comprehend Languages at your own spell DC. It can also be used as a magic quarterstaff. If you are holding the staff and fail a saving throw against an enchantment spell that targets only you, you can turn your failed save into a successful one.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that part.
The staff regains 1d8 plus 2 expended charges daily at dawn.
Good Lord.
If you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff becomes a non-magical quarterstaff.
Well, just don't use the last one.
So it's charm, person, command, and what?
Comprehend languages.
Cool. How many charges does it
That's 10 right now.
come loaded on? 10?
Yep, full up.
But you can reload it once per day for a D8 plus 2.
1d8 plus 2 charges
Yeah, every day it regains 1d8 plus 2 charges.
for a maximum of 12.
Maximum of
10.
10.
10.
And if you use it to automatically pass an save against enchantment, you can't use that again until the next day.
Oh, okay. So that's a once per day thing.
Yep.
Sounds awesome.
If the thing
Yeah, I
that
like
happens
that.
that turns it into a regular quarterstaff happens, is that a forever thing?
Yep.
So it's no longer magic at all.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Just becomes a nice stick or butt plug.
Everything's a butt plug.
Even sticks. Especially sticks.
Okay. That's all what they are. Okay. Benji, there is a silver chest in front of you.
Searching for traps.
Okay. Make a
Nah, I'll live a little. I'll just open it.
It's pretty smart. Oh, shit. Now you fucked up. You put an idea in his head.
He did.
You're going to die.
Nah, it's fine.
Ah, you lose 10 levels. Ah,
Yeah. Couple more and I'll be back down.
you're right.
Inside of it, you see a very large axe. Looks like it is a great axe.
All right.
Yes, large, very dark blue with a black leather bound. No, just a black handle. It doesn't say it's leather bound here in the book. So
Well, that's good.
Okay.
this is the Berserker axe.
My love for you is ticking clock.
Berserker.
Would you like to suck my cock?
Berserker.
Did he just say
Making fuck?
So you gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magical weapon. In addition, while you are attuned to this weapon, your hit point maximum increases by 1 for every level you have attained.
Okay.
But this axe is cursed.
Oh.
And if you become attuned to it, the curse extends to you. As long as you remain cursed, you are unwilling to part with the axe, keeping it within reach at all times. You also have disadvantage on attack rolls with weapons other than this one,
Ugh.
unless no foe is within 60 feet of you that can see or hear. Okay. Whenever a hostile creature damages you while this is in your possession, you must attempt a DC 15 Wisdom save or go berserk. While Berserk, you must use your action each round to attack the creature nearest to you with the axe. If you make extra attacks as part of the attack action, if you can make more than one attack, you use those attacks.
It says creature.
Right? Not opponent or enemy.
Yeah, not enemy.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. It's
Hermit Frog, look out!
So if you have multiple attacks and you down one, you run to the next one and attack them again. You are Berserk until you start your turn with no creatures within 60 feet of you that can see or hear.
I'm going to use my rod. Benji, give me that.
yeah.
Maybe don't attune to that one.
I mean, if I can help, no, I'm not going to. I'm kind of wondering what else I can do with it. I'm wondering who I could give this to create the
Ramon, obviously.
most chaos. This would actually be fun to see what Link would do with this.
Whose life are we going to destroy?
Go back to KC's and it's all gone. All right. There we go. Well, here, if you guys want to look up your items.
What happened?
Did you read everything that there was?
Pretty much, but
So-
if you just want to look, make sure you know what's up.
It's pretty
trust you.
straightforward. I think I've got it.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, here. I'm going to want to look at this at some point. So I guess we got to get out of his subspace now, right? We're just...
Yeah. Can we do that, Kenny?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
I mean, I could do it, but it's going to take a lot longer.
But didn't we leave a door open? Didn't we foresee this happening? There's a...
Yeah, I locked it in place. We're
Yeah,
good.
so we're...
We can get right
Yeah, back in
on
the
outta
driveway,
here.
there's a door.
So yeah, all the gunk is gone.
No.
The gunk is not gone,
Well, there's no gunk in this room anyway.
but like outside.
Go outside and see.
Let's go outside.
It's still there. It looks like it is unchanged.
But we don't hear the music anymore.
But were you also taking boxes of the VHS tapes?
I
yeah.
was, yeah.
Okay.
Anything labeled Balthazar I was taking.
So it looks
I
like
know you said there was too much to carry, so.
there's a lot. Yeah, so if you go through the Balthazar stuff and kind of consolidate, you can find 19 VHS tapes.
Okay. Yep. I'll take those 19 VHS tapes. Anything in an Ignatius box, I'm leaving alone.
Okay. So then, yeah, once you leave and see the black crawling symbiotics looking stuff is still there, but then the door is there open.
Let's go and... I mean, I guess the outstanding question is how is Ignatius going to be affected by this?
Yep.
Are we going to walk out and he or, our friends have murdered each other?
Maybe.
In the meantime, I don't know.
We'll just have to go through and see.
You go first.
Okay. I'll go through.
I mean, it has been a while. Does everybody remember what was said in the glow as it was fading away?
No, I don't.
It looks like he's close.
I was I thought I was there, but I'm not.
I will accept all blight in his voice, and then it faded away as you were propelled out back into his subspace. So you guys,
Whose voice was it in?
Ignatius,
Okay.
which you know that whenever you triggered Jill's glow, and you could hear with the Medallion of Thoughts, 90% of it was in her voice until the glow got incredibly loud, and then it sounded like a masculine voice. Make a wisdom check, actually.
Nope.
12.
14.
17.
All three of you. Oh, that was the voice. Once Jill's voice turned into a masculine voice, it was Ignatius's voice. The tone and everything to "I will accept all blight" matches perfectly.
That's concerning. We should go.
Yeah.
Let's go out.
You guys walk back out, and you're in Ignatius's room again, and you see Abigail, Blake, Lorbeth, and Link are all standing there. And you see, once you guys step out, Ignatius opens his eyes and looks over.
Hey.
How did that go?
I mean, we removed something.
Okay.
What does I will accept all blight mean to you?
Looks like he looks at you for a second, and looks like he takes a step back. Looks like he just mentally takes stock. Nothing.
I guess that's a good thing.
Uh,
I mean, it sounds like it's a good thing that it means nothing to you. You said it in there. Your voice said that in there.
Oh, that's
can want to sort of...
well. If I had the glow as He looks stricken for a second, and then, well, from what I know about the glow, it will sound like the person.
Yeah, but it was your voice.
Right.
Like did you give yourself the glow?
No, the glow is always going to sound like the person it's in because you're telling yourself that.
Oh, I see. Right. Well, we heard your voice in Jill's head.
Really?
Yeah. You're surprised?
Yeah.
Doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to sense motive on the first time, Beetle.
Sure
Make an insight.
Two in a row.
Get them out now.
Natural 20. Makes it a 21.
Ooh, 25.
10.
You see the two of you being Lim and Liz, that he does appear to have some level of genuine surprise. Maybe not for the reason that you would think. I guess with especially with what you had on a natural 20, it looks like he's surprised by the fact that you could somehow discern that it was his voice that put it there. Because it should sound like Jill.
Oh.
So you were able to discern that it sounded like him for whatever reason. That's why he's surprised.
Okay. I mean, we already knew it was you. So that just confirms it.
Well, yeah. I don't know. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Supposed to do?
Yeah.
Balthazar told you to do that, or
No.
someone else told you to do that? What is that your glow? Is that what you're supposed to do? Like, is the glow compelling you to
Well, that's what
put the glow in other people, or
that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't remember Dad telling me that though. Like that's
yeah. I think you done got.
I do that because you see, like the look on his face is absolutely like nothing you ever seen come from him. He looks like what is it called when you try to hold two conflicting thoughts in your head?
Cognitive
Talking
dissonance.
to this, yeah.
Thank you. Yes, looks like he is. That is the state he is in at this very moment, and he doesn't really know how to deal with it. So that's what I do. I mean, I do that. I'm good at it. I make money at it, but I don't know how I'd started.
Okay. Well, I think that's a sign that removing that glow, total success.
Are you comfortable with the idea of never doing that again?
No,
Because you're good at it?
that's just yeah. I'm good at it. That's how. It's just what I do. That's my part.
You don't sound confident.
I don't feel confident.
I mean, I think that's a good thing. Probably doesn't feel like that.
I mean, what?
I think,
what?
but I think that it is ultimately a good thing because putting the glow in people is a pretty bad thing to do. Don't you think?
I guess it could depend on why. I mean, if it's harmless and makes me money, then I guess that's fine.
But that's kind of a selfish reason, right?
Do you have the capability of detecting magic?
I might be able to think of a way to do it, but not offhand. No.
Well, if he's being okay, so let's say we were successful in getting a glow out, but either he's being compelled by something else, or he really is kind of a piece of shit, which we always kind of thought he was anyway. But maybe he's under some other kind of compulsion to keep doing this, which is why he has, he's not willing to say no, I don't want to do this anymore, even though he's been presented with pretty incontrovertible evidence that he had something terrible planted in his brain and he's been doing shit that he shouldn't. So it's either that or he's evil. And at that point, we just...
Am I remembering correctly that you could put up to 3 things in someone's head? Like, what are the odds of us? We have just gotten rid of one, but there's still more in there.
Yeah, I mean, that could be the case.
You didn't sense any more than one.
Probably not.
Yes, it probably.
Can you...
I don't have detect magic, but I mean...
It probably just one of those things that had been part of him for so long. Now he's in conflict with, he was wired a certain way.
Yeah, I think this is who he... Yeah, this was what he was programmed to be.
Became so comfortable
I'm saying
doing
in front of him.
Yeah.
Well...
Also, I find are we going to ask him about what he means by making money from it? Like, how many people has he done this to?
Yeah, I
Did he
don't...
get paid to do it to your girly?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think he pretty much already said that Scott paid him to help him. Now, he didn't give details on what exactly he did, but I mean, I think we could connect the dots.
You still have that item that can detect thoughts.
Yes.
You know, you might maybe if you use that now while we're having this conversation, you can, detect something deeper than what he's saying.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out a way to. It doesn't make any sense unless there's something else happening. Like, I mean, I can see him being, oh, well, this is just always what I've done. Yeah, but
I feel like this is what he's been raised to do.
Well, yeah, but if that's the case, then the glow meant nothing other than now he doesn't have the capability to do it, but he still wants to, and that's just as bad.
I don't know. Before he needed to do it, you know what I mean?
It's not that he doesn't have the capability of doing it. Is it his?
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess he still is a glowworm technically. So
Yeah, he can still do it. It's just whatever motivating force was driving him to do it isn't 100% driving the bus now. Now he's operating on what he's always done. He's always done it. It's just
And how he was raised.
Try to unlearn something that you've been taught to do a certain way since birth or whatever. I think that's probably something that could fade, but isn't going to happen like right now.
Well,
I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I just don't feel like we have a really good way of doing it unless you'll come back to visit a friend of mine. He might be able to help.
I probably shouldn't do that.
I figured you probably didn't want to go. So, we could make you go.
Are you holding the cardboard box with the tapes and Balthazar written on it?
Yeah, I am.
Because at that point he kind of, he doesn't want to meet eyes with you, so he looks down and cocks his head.
Yeah, we found these, and there are a bunch of boxes in there. Some had your name on them, and some had Balthazar's name on them. So anything that had Balthazar's name on them seemed like maybe it was a weird place to be in your head. So I went ahead and took those.
you got a VCR?
You can take stuff out.
I mean, I just pointed the box.
It looks like he just starts to blink. Wow, what all can we take out?
Well, maybe I set a bad example here, but I just took them because...
Is that part of getting the glow out?
No, not really. Hey, when
Have you ever had Dippin' Dots?
Yeah. when you were a kid, did you ever go to Noble Park?
Yeah.
All
the time.
when they had the rides and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
Dad took me all the time.
And there was a cat there.
That's all they could afford back then, I think.
I find that incredibly hard to believe, but perhaps I was just born into a different era of the dynasty.
Like Dave and Dana, two different eras.
The Olympic athletes,
Yes.
Dave and Dan, who did Burger King commercials.
Yep.
Oh, them. Yeah.
Oh God, Melissa and I were watching old commercials, and the Burger King Kids Club came up, and all the cartoons that were playing with all the kids and
Yeah.
stuff. And I was like, "Hey, remember what the one in the wheelchair is named?"
Wheels.
She's like, "No, what? Wheels?" No, it wasn't. No, it was.
Yeah.
But the cat?
Yeah. You remember the cat?
It's like he pulls down his shirt, and you see a small scar on his chest.
I thought there was some kind of personal attachment
Oh
of
my
some
God,
sort to that cat.
I loved cats. The neighbors used to have cats. I loved them. And then I was at Noble Park, and I remember, I was little. And I was like, oh, look, a cat at the park. Oh, that cat fucked me up. Yeah.
Well, so second question, may or may not be related. Do you know who put the glow in your head?
I have no idea.
Do you have a guess?
I've never tried to do it to myself, but I don't think I could.
You're probably not that good, is my guess.
If it's possible, then yeah, I don't know. I've never met another glowworm, so I have no idea.
We have.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you who it is, though.
What?
We're not going to tell you who it is.
You think they put it in my head?
I
Didn't
don't
say that.
I think Balthazar put it in your head.
Dad can't use subspace.
Okay.
See, he says that and his eye twitches a little bit.
Okay. You got a little...
Got a little Tourette-y thing going on there.
I'm about to get a migraine. I can feel it.
Oh. So we didn't detect any more glow in there, but something's going on.
We left all the gross black stuff in there.
The blight.
And be like, what?
Yeah, there's a bunch of blight in your subspace. Like a lot of it. It's not specifically glow.
Can you get that out?
Well, we could try to come back later, but that we don't know how. We've never seen anything like that before. That threw us. We're used to like crystals and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. Irish Lass is over by the door. Could you mind flipping off those lights? Oh God, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
She turns them up brighter.
Yeah, she lowers the dimmer switch ever so slightly.
It's okay. I mean, you're probably going through this. Do you have migraines often?
No, God, I can't think of the last time I had one.
Can't think of what happened that triggered the last one. Maybe a conversation that was happening.
I mean, it was a long time ago.
Do you remember
God,
where you were, how old you were.
I got in an argument with Dad.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was years ago.
You don't remember what it was about?
No, I just remember we were yelling something about personal responsibility, and I remember, yeah. Then I started taking medicine for it, and yeah, I haven't had one in a long time. God,
Medicine?
yeah,
You take medicine for it?
yeah. Just I don't want to get another one.
Because you don't want to get another migraine. Yeah.
Right.
Can I see the medicine?
And he points to his desk in the top drawer there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go check it out. So, I mean, I guess it's not working so great.
How
'cause you're having
long
one right
has
now.
Imitrex been on the market? Yeah, but you see a prescription bottle for take one for prevention of migraines.
Okay. I mean, I'm no pharmacist, but I'm going to open that bottle up and
Send that shit off to the lab.
check for logos.
make a medicine check that, as the apothecary, I think you do have.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I do.
It just has a skull and crossbones printed in every capsule.
Oh, no. According to this, you've been dead for 12 years. Oh, I can ingest it.
Go for it.
I mean, that's a thing I could do anyway, but as an apothecary,
Why are we talking about it?
gulp.
Don't talk about it. Be about it.
I can also spend 20 points to attempt to remove the glow from the pills. All right. I don't think so. That's a pretty low roll. 9.
Yeah, you look at them and they look like legitimate pills. You can tell that. You don't know if they're exactly what the bottle states it is, but they do look like legitimate prescription medications.
Okay. All right. Close that back up. Put it in the drawer. I have a feeling that if you were to watch any of these VHS tapes, that you'd probably get a migraine, is my guess.
Okay, we'll definitely take them then. God.
But before you completely pass out, I want to let you know that cat from Noble Park, that Noble Park cat, is what was inside your glow. So
Like he peeks open one eye.
I know,
Really?
I know this is hard, but think about the people who might know that cat has some kind of power over you. Who might that be?
I mean, Dad was the one who picked me up and kicked it away. Okay.
Just think about that. And the more you think about it, probably the worse your migraine's going to get, and then wonder why.
I mean,
don't know,
I
just
told
thought-
a lot of people about it. I mean, I was a kid with a scar, but
How horrific was that scar he
lays
showed
down.
me?
I mean, to have it
Looked like Freddy
20
Krueger's
years
back.
later, like you see, I mean, still a noticeable white mark on his chest. You see Irish Slash just looks over. Did you get anything?
I got these sweet tapes.
All right, but it worked. You actually got rid of the glow.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to have done a whole hell of a lot of good, but yeah.
Hey, that's something.
Heck, sorry.
You got a player?
Yeah, in my room.
Let's go watch some tapes.
Yeah, let's watch some tapes. This is going to be weird, I bet.
Okay.
Do you have
Good.
popcorn?
I don't have popcorn, but we do have the bathroom Arby's.
Yeah.
Curly fries.
Yeah, we can get some curly fries.
I'll go. Gonna go
I don't
on
know.
a hot ham and
Let's do
cheese
it.
run.
I
I'm
don't.
going to say, let's do it again where Miller forgets cheddar is in vegan and eats a cheddar sandwich.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they fry their fries in.
Oh, I'm sure
it's
that-
probably some kind of animal product, right?
It's
At
fi-
that time, probably.
Yeah.
It's fine. I've got Cheerios.
Okay, Cheerios.
Cheerios in the green box, not the yellow.
Okay, well, you open the door to Ignatius's room.
Yeah.
You see, he looks like he puts a sleep mask on and grabs that bottle. Looks like he takes a pill and lays down. Well, thanks. I'm sorry.
Okay, that is uncharacteristic. I just want to point that out. to
Saying
everybody.
thanks.
He thanked me for doing something.
And as soon as you open the door, you see standing there looking up is Junior.
Hey,
Hey, wow, is this a party?
kinda, yeah.
Looks like he goes over and he counts how many people, and then his face lights up. Hey, so there's enough of us to do 10-person Bomberman on the Saturn.
Okay,
Can we do that?
that actually does sound pretty sweet.
Can we do that?
I mean, I really want to do that.
Let's do that. Let's go.
Legitimately want to do
I
that.
don't think there's ever been 10 people in the house that would actually play it before.
But there's only 8 of us.
Oh, I guess I'm me, and then I'm 9. What, Ignatius? Okay, let's take count. Okay. So,
Right.
Liz, Benji, Kenny, Link.
Is Link here? That was my next question. I'd forgotten where.
He went into the room and it was all black, and you guys sent him back out again
That's
because he
right.
was the only one without
Yeah,
dark vision.
right?
Blake, Laura Beth, Abigail, Junior, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ignatius would make 10, but Ignatius is.
He's out.
He's
I'm
out.
sorry, buddy. He's out.
You want to do 9-person Bomberman?
Can Irvin
It's not quite the
Frog
same
play?
as 10, is it? Oh, yeah. Irvin Frog probably beat some butt at some Bomberman.
Your frog can play Bomberman?
Yeah.
Where's Colin, my roadie?
Just ribbits.
Yeah, where is Colin?
I don't know.
At the hotel.
I think he's at the Bellagio.
Did we leave Colin? Did we leave Colin in Ignatius' subspace?
we may have.
Let's flesh that out. Next episode.
Colin, figure out this blight while we're gone, okay?
I think we had stalled him because you were going to remake him as a artificer.
Yeah. But he hasn't come into.
No.
Like, so.
Next band battle will show up. Make if you're trying to dissuade him, make a persuasion.
I mean, I'm on board.
Let's do it.
I mean, we got stuff to do,
Urban-
but I
Urban
mean,
Frog,
how long are we
okay.
gonna do this?
I don't know till we're done.
All right. I mean, I'm not the only person here, you know. There are other people involved. I'm not making the. I'm in.
Will you guys play Bomberman with me?
I'm in.
Let's play a game.
All right.
Okay.
A game. We've
Okay.
never done it before. This is a big deal.
No, he scrambles to his room and gets his Saturn and Bomberman, and for some reason he has enough controllers. You're not sure why.
I know where he lives. I know why.
And then he scrambles and goes in the living room, hooks it up on the big TV.
Wow.
Yeah, Dad's not home. It won't matter.
How old is Junior?
10.
Yeah, he's young. He's like 10.
Okay.
So yeah, he hooks it up and turns it on and gives everybody a controller. And he's super excited. You guys play Bomberman. Let's do straight D20 rolls and see who wins Bomberman.
I'm out.
11.
18.
John
7.
got 11. Kenny got 18. Liz
2.
got 7. Benji got 2. Junior got a 12. Abigail got a 9. Laura Beth got a 12. Blake got a 15. Link got a 9. Who else am I forgetting? Liz, Benji, Kevin,
Urban Frog.
Urban Frog.
Urban Frog.
Urban Frog got a 9.
I was hoping he rolled a 20.
And it looks like the winner is
It's me.
Kenny. Yeah.
Hey, good
For a
game.
second, I thought it was Blake, the blind kid. But no, Kenny wins. Second place was Blake.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's impressive. I've even played this a bunch.
Can we get Lim? Come here real quick. I want to get out of Junior's earshot.
Okay.
Okay, what's up?
We assume he's got the glow in him, right? Too.
I don't know what he is. I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's alive. I don't know what he is. I mean, look, a lot has changed over the last 48 hours.
Yeah, like I want to look at you like you're crazy, but it's like, fuck, maybe, yeah. Maybe he is a zombie. Maybe he is a golem.
My theory is that he is subspace.
Remember, his
That's
mom
my theory.
said there was that she couldn't detect anything in him, like as a he didn't have a subspace.
I think he's whatever, he's like a subspace homunculus. That's my theory.
Well, at this point, Ignatius knows that we know about subspace.
Yeah.
Does Balthazar know? Did he get that information eventually? I don't remember how that kind of.
I assume
fleshed
that
out.
he knows.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but I assume that if somebody here in the house knew, which Ignatius I feel like did even before we did all that.
Yeah.
Then I think he would have reported to Balthazar.
Well, and Mr. London that was his primary thing. Although I don't know if we actually know that. I don't know if you ever shared with us that was sort of his question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he was, yeah.
Yes or not. I will assume that I told you.
Well, I'm just trying to figure, what if we could,
Well, then if that's the case, then he definitely knows.
Right. So we wouldn't be tipping anybody's hand if we tried to talk Junior into taking the Saturn into his subspace so Blake could actually see while we're playing.
Yeah, we could do that.
And then we're in Junior subspace.
I mean, yeah, we could do that. It's really going to make Balthazar mad, but I mean, who cares, right? I mean,
yeah, I mean, we don't even. He may completely not know what we're talking about, and
Right.
we may set off a glow just even asking.
maybe.
So yours, brother. Do you think that's a solid idea? I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
we've got to.
Yeah, let's just see what happens.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll go back in.
Yeah.
So that was legitimately fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Barman's awesome.
Bomberman is awesome.
This is a very even though it's only been out for 3 years, it's a very underappreciated version.
I really wish I was
agree.
better at it. You guys seem to be really good at it. Maybe we'll get to practice some more.
If only more people had a Sega Saturn
Yeah.
And the ability to see.
and the ability to see. Blake here did a wonderful job,
Yeah. Damn right. it is.
considering that he's blind. But there is a place that he can see if you want to see how good he really is.
He looks at you confused. What?
Yeah, he can see in certain spaces.
Like heaven?
No, I mean, hopefully. I don't know. I just I don't know what Blake believes, but maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why don't we try taking the Saturn to your subspace?
My what?
To your subspace.
My subspace.
Yeah.
Like the closet?
Kind of like the closet, I guess.
What-
Do you have
what could he see in
Do you
my
have
closet?
a place? Do you have a place?
The big TV's right here.
Oh, you know what? Actually, you're right. The big TV is here. You're right.
I mean, I'm sorry you can't see. You still did really, really good, though. You beat me.
I'm going to do an insight.
Okay.
I'm buying this, but I'm going to do an insight. I'm totally buying it.
I'm also. I mean, I kind of wanted this to see how this played out. So that is the fourth one that I've rolled since we sat down.
The
and we've
ghost
only
has passed from
Better
Ian
you
into
than
Miller.
me.
we have only rolled 5 fucking times, and 4 of them have been ones.
I rolled a 4, so that makes it a 5.
This kid
for
knows
me.
nothing.
I agree.
Take his
Yeah.
grilled cheese away.
He seems completely genuine.
Okay. Oh, never mind then.
You guys do hear a car pull into the driveway.
Really quickly, what if we tried to take him into your subspace?
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I guess that is probably a bad idea. Just on the
I'm not saying it's a
Face
bad
level.
idea, but I just don't want to do that. I need to work up to something like that.
if he is physically subspace, it's like a black hole going into a black hole. It could ruin existence.
I'm very new to this, so my theory is probably completely off base, but I'm following the rule of only let people in there who you
Right. I hear you. What car was that pulled up?
probably Balthazar's.
Yeah,
I'll
you
look out the window.
It's a big truck, and you see he's getting out of it.
Yeah, we should probably go.
And then someone else gets out of the passenger side.
Oh, I'm gonna look and see who that is.
He's dressed entirely in black with a little black bowler hat.
Oh,
Is that
Mr. London.
Mr. London.
Mr. London's here, Liz.
Maybe we should go.
Probably should go.
What? But Bomberman,
It was fun. It is a real bummer, man, isn't it?
Hey.
is that a pun?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Thanks.
Well, thanks for playing a game with me. You sure you don't want to play more?
Later.
I mean, your friends want to say the night. They said the night, and we could play later.
We can't. We have to go right now.
Okay. All right. Thanks for playing the Bomberman.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, because then you hear keys and stuff getting out. So, are you running out the back door?
I could
Yep. Unless the door opens up.
I could portal us home.
Okay.
Probably.
Roll it.
What do I
That
have?
will be much more convincing than 8 people suddenly running.
What do I actually have to roll again?
15.
A 15, and that's including what? My proficiency bonus,
Your level and your proficiency
my
bonus.
level, and my proficiency bonus. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, because you immediately conjure that door and everybody runs through it.
Just before I'm going to hand Junior a poster. Watch out for this guy. He's dangerous.
Oh, but he touched my... And then you guys are...
Yes. I knew it.
And you are in Kenny's subspace.
Oh, where do y'all want to go?
Well, now I kind of want to play Bomberman. That was fun.
I know.
It
that
was actually
fun.
really fun.
Can you rustle up a VHS tape player? as I remembered the term VCR halfway through that. VHS, I'm going to sound like a moron.
I can sure try. Do I have to roll for that?
It's simple enough that I wouldn't make you roll for that.
I want to manifest one of those carts like in classroom with the
Easily
Teacher's
done.
hungover. Let's watch
Yeah.
Balthazar tapes.
I'll squeaky roll it. Here you go.
I got 12 Balthazar tapes and 1 Secret of Nim.
We're fun good.
Yeah, I just start putting them in the. Are they labeled at all? Like numbered sequentially or?
Yes.
All right. We'll start with the lowest number then,
Yeah, so you
which is hopefully a 1.
You put in the 997.
Man, we're going to be so lost. Anytime I start a series this far in, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Did you ever read about the high school graduating class that played a prank? They stole 4 sheep.
No.
And they stole 3 sheep and labeled them 1, 2, and 4, and like let them loose inside the high school.
No.
They spent a week looking for
Funny.
Yeah, so on the old box TV that is strapped down with the strap and then the VCR. Now you put in tape number 1. And it looks like a old grainy 70s home video. As you see slightly color, but like with that kind of strange sepia tone to it, the lines and the cracks, and you see Noble Park, and you see a bunch of kids running around. What, even by 2000 standard, is scary, with just iron slammed into concrete, kids running around playing. And you see a very, very small Ignatius chasing a cat. And then when the cat looks like it's cornered up against one of the rides, it turns around and barrels at him and gets its claws. You see where he's got like a polo shirt on, and its claws get hung in the button of it into his skin. So like as Ignatius tries to get away, he stands up and the cat's dangling and it's pulling, and you see blood start coming out from his chest, and he's screaming and crying.
Ow.
And then he's got really long hair, long brown, super straight hair, and a porn stash, very skinny. Balthazar runs up and picks him up, and looks like he continues to get clawed by the cat as he gets it off Ignatius and literally just hurls it, and then picks him up and runs away.
So
See, the tape ends.
did it look like he was chasing the cat, or he was just like going to try to play with the kitty that he saw?
Looks like he was going to play. Yeah,
Okay, so he wasn't chasing the cat. It wasn't like the cat was the victim here or anything. The cat,
Right.
the cat literally was just a psycho. Okay.
yeah.
It's also something important to note is that he still remembered that event because he told us about it. So like by removing these tapes, it's not like we've removed a memory or something.
Yeah, that's
which makes me feel better. Okay.
So, there you go. Yeah, ends.
All right. Gonna put in number 2.
number 2, and then it is Balthazar and Ignatius, again, very young. It looks like they're in front of a very small, plain white house with a super small yard. Like the road is like 20 feet away, the highway is, from this tiny, tiny house. And you see it looks like he's got a Yugo in the driveway, gravel driveway leading up. No garage, just super tiny house. And you see it looks like Ignatius has on a baseball mitt, and you recognize the mitt.
Yeah, I saw that in there.
And you see it looks like he and Balthazar are playing catch. And yeah, Ignatius is trying to throw it as hard as he can, and Balthazar is smiling, laughing, and encouraging him. And he's able to just barely throw it, and Balthazar catches it and starts shaking his hand, and Ignatius is laughing whenever he does that. And then tape ends.
All right.
So they were happy.
Yeah. Okay. Number 3.
Put in the next one. You see there is looks like a large house that is being gutted. You see it looks like a lot of the interior has been torn out. You see some water damage and stuff all over it. And you see Balthazar, looks like he's got a sledgehammer. He's wearing a white tank top, drenched in sweat and jeans. There are a few other people around, and they're just demoing this house. And you see, looks like a woman walks up and hands him looks like a thermos, and Balthazar takes a drink. At the same time, you see, it looks like Ignatius looks like a hammer. It looks like he's hitting the walls and looking back at Balthazar, and Balthazar is like encouraging him. Yeah, good job. We're gonna flip this house. We're gonna make a lot of money. So I will go and I will buy you a Stretch Armstrong. And he laughs. He looks like he's hitting as hard as he can, but he can't really even break the sheetrock. Everybody make a perception check.
13.
18, sorry.
25.
23.
18, 25, 23.
13.
13. So the three of you notice. I mean, you're kind of busy, zoned in, looking at what you've never seen, which is like a laughing, happy Balthazar.
Yeah.
So your attention is definitely honed in on that. The other three of you, particularly you immediately notice 2 beats before the other two notice, is you see someone in the background, looks like laughing and clapping at Ignatius. And you see it as with hair, very slim, but you recognize immediately it is Earl.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Then you guys also, it takes you a little bit longer, like, oh, that's Earl in the background. Yeah, once they point it out, then there is Earl.
Wow.
And then click, it ends.
Ignatius sounds like he was a pretty cute kid.
Yeah. This is weird to watch.
Bet.
Next tape.
You put it in, and you see it looks like someone filming, and they're shaking and cheering, and you see it looks like someone handing Balthazar a red jacket that he puts on. And when he does, he smiles and he laughs, and looks like he's got some kind of like a certificate in his hand. And you see Ignatius, a little older, runs up with looks like a smaller little girl in tow, running up to him, and he picks him up and smiles, and you hear like whoever's holding the camera making like a one-handed against the leg clap and cheering, and then click, it ends.
Good
All
for
right.
him. Good for him.
Yeah. Next tape.
And the next one, it looks like it is an older Ignatius standing next to where it looks like he's in a little suit and tie and pastels, standing next to an older Gwendolyn, standing next to an even smaller Fitzroy. It looks like they're all getting ready to go to church on like Easter Sunday, and they're being made to stand there in their Easter best and get filmed, and they have like Easter baskets in their hands, and then click, it ends.
Okay.
Was Balthazar not in that one?
No, you could hear him telling them from behind the camera to show your baskets. So you heard him in it.
Okay.
That's a good question. Next tape.
The next you see another house that looks like they are renovating. You see like four Ignatius and 4 other siblings all around, playing and helping. Ignatius is actually able to help a little bit. A few other people. Balthazar also looks like hammer in hand doing demo. He walks. The camera's looking all around like, it's a feminine voice explaining what we're doing. The last few have been so successful, and explaining now that Balthazar is a realtor. We're flipping these houses and we can sell them. We're doing better and better. Earl's been a huge help. And then when it pans over, you see Balthazar walks up and he's talking to you again. You see Earl. It looks like they're talking back and forth, and Earl is leaning on a truck, and no rolls necessary. It's your dad's old ass pickup truck. So even then, it is the same truck, and you recognize Amy sitting inside of the truck. And it looks like they're talking and laughing and having a good time. And then click, it ends.
How many are left?
13.
How old is Ignatius?
Late 20s. How old are you?
23.
Okay, so yeah, he's maybe early 30s.
27.
Oh, then he's definitely older than that. Old enough for this to make sense.
Yeah, I get it. I was just curious if I'm 27, I'm just thinking to myself whether or not I'm going to show up in one of these tapes at some point. Because I'm shocked that Ignatius doesn't remember me. Considering that, I've got Lem by 10 years probably. Or not 10 years, but a ways. And I figured...
I'm a warlock. I'm ageless.
It's funny that Ignatius... It's funny to me that Ignatius hasn't acknowledged me for one reason or the other, because he should know who I am based on how old he is.
Yeah.
Gwendolyn, too.
Or maybe a little older, because you'd assume you're probably not born at this point.
I know that these are magical VHS tapes that we took out of somebody's head.
Yeah.
But it's kind
Weird,
of a
huh?
waste to put such short videos on one whole tape.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Subspace VHS tapes are like they're so small.
There are those
Can't fit.
training video tapes that have the giant wheel inside.
Right.
Just this little tiny bit of tape. They're not like SLP tapes.
Yeah. I'll play the next one.
See, the next one, Ignatius looks like he's quite a bit older. You see, because it's not, for some reason, it's not his perspective, but it's like standing in a church, everyone wearing black, and you see on the front pew, a whole row of kids, and then Balthazar standing beside a closed casket, dressed in black. Looks like he's trying to talk and he's crying his eyes out, but the audio is muted.
Are these, you said they were 19, are they labeled 1 through 19? Like
Yep.
there's no gaps or anything?
Correct. And
Okay.
click. Comes to an end.
Next tape.
And the next one, you see, it's Ignatius. Looks like he is playing with a baby, a young baby. It looks like he's standing outside a familiar door, which no roles necessary. Benji, it looks like your dad's office door. And you can hear from the inside, you hear crying. And then before too long, looks like the door opens and Benjamin Sr. looks like he has his arm around Balthazar's shoulders and he's patting him. And he's a much larger man, but he's got him hugged tight, it looks like they both Balthazar has been crying hard. It looks like you can see Benjamin Sr. looks like he's wiping at his eyes, and he's got him hugged up, and he pats his chest, just like, no, everything will be okay. You know, I know she took care of things before, but you know, I'll help you with this, and we'll figure it out, and we'll make sure, you know, the kids don't have anything to worry about. And you see.
So we can assume that this is. I mean, are we guessing this is when your mom died?
Not mine, but Ignatius's.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right.
And you see, you know, Ignatius looks up, he's holding the baby, and it looks like Benjamin Sr. looks like he scoops up that baby, and he starts, you know, playing with him, and then tape ends.
All right. Next tape.
You see, it is Ignatius. Looks like he's, you know, a little older still, and he's sitting on a couch, kind of leaned over, bored looking. A bunch of other kids in the room, and looks like an older lady. She's holding two babies, and then waving to somebody out the door. And you see, it looks like Ignatius looks over and looks out the door, and you see Balthazar you look like a younger version of what you've seen, with Aurora, Earl, and Amy. It looks like they're all going and getting in a car and leaving. And you see they'll have a good time. No, don't worry. I'll keep track of all of them. And you hear, you know, Ignatius lets out a long sigh, and click.
Next tape.
The next one you see, it's almost like a Three Stooges sort of thing, to where there are a row of heads, tallest one to shortest ones, peeking around a corner out to a dimly lit kitchen, to where you see Balthazar and Aurora having like a candlelit dinner, and like, you know, holding hands and faces very, very close. And you hear all the other, like the younger kids laughing, and Ignatius telling them shh, 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 and then click.
Right?
This is getting weird.
Starting to wonder if I'm the problem.
Well, I'm starting to wonder if Ignatius isn't the bad guy here. Like, is he the prime evil at this point?
I don't know. Next tape.
You put in, it is looks like a wedding where all the kids are serving as groomsmen and bridesmaids. You don't remember ever seeing this picture, but you can see there's a picture of it, because there are cameras everywhere and someone is filming, and you see it as a very 80s wedding, where you see your mom in a now very tacky, lacy, huge hair wedding dress, Balthazar in the ruffles, and all the kids all dressed up on either side. No one, Amy and Earl are there, and then other than that, that's it. It's just the kids. They're all posing post wedding, and everyone seems very happy. And then click.
Next tape.
Did Ignatius actually look happy?
He did. The next one, this one's different because it is Ignatius's first person perspective, and you see he's walking down the hall of what you remember as, no, you don't remember this house. He's walking down a hall of a house you don't remember, but he's walking down the hall. The hallway light is off, and he hears a loud, like a crash behind a door, and he rushes up, and when he opens it to what looks like Balthazar's office. As soon as he opens it up, everybody make a perception check.
18.
15.
20.
9.
So Kenny, you're pretty engrossed in the story. I would say, yeah, everyone's kind of paying close attention to, looks in. As soon as he opens the door, Balthazar is standing there in the same tuxedo you saw him in the previous video, but it looks rumpled and wrinkled, and the tie is down low, and you see Balthazar's hair is messed up, and he's pale, like extremely pale, and he's just standing there sort of just looks he's in a daze. And as soon as it opens up, Liz, you spot for a second, like you reach out and you can rewind and pause it, but just for a frame of a frame, because it's already it's already closing, you see what you recognize to be the closing of a subspace door.
Okay, I pointed out to everybody. You said that he's wearing the same suit. Does it look like it's the same day, or does he look like he's aged and this is a different day?
It looks like this is the exact same day.
Okay.
Only now you see the window in the office. It is definitely night outside.
Does his expression look like an expression of just pure shock, or like grief, or?
I would say it is bewilderment and grief. But whenever Ignatius opens the door and you hear, "What's wrong? What was that?" And it's like Balthazar just looks through him before he just, Dad. He just blinks, and just his eyes still aren't focused when he looks over. "What was that noise?" "There was no noise." "No, I heard a thump. What is it?" He looks around the room and everything looks like it's in perfect order. It sounds like something fell over. "Are you okay?" And then Balthazar's face looks like he gets angry. "I'm fine. I told you nothing happened. I have to leave. Get whatever you have to get so we can go." Oh, okay. All right. It looks like when he turns around, that's when the click, the tape ends.
What number was that?
12.
Okay. Lucky number 13.
And in 13, you see, it looks like the room dimensions aren't the same, but a lot of the decor is the same. You realize you're looking at Balthazar's office, and it's another first perspective from Ignatius's eyes, and he and Balthazar are screaming at each other. Before Balthazar is just screaming like, "We have a business to run. I am not going back to that same shit that we had before. We have too many siblings. We have too many responsibilities. This is what we're doing. You need to grow the hell up now." And it strikes you as odd for a second to hear your dad kind of talk like that. You're always used to him he can be very stern, but he's generally very stoic. But to hear him go off, and for him and Ignatius, I mean, full force, like you would expect it to come to blows the way they're arguing, yelling, and going back and forth before finally he slams him, looks like he pushes him in the back, and it says, "You need to calm down."
Who slammed who?
Balthazar pushes Ignatius. "You need to calm down." And then that's when the vision of the camera looks like it gets swimmy and blurry for a second. Oh, my head. It's like Balthazar looks like he just stares through him for a second. "Here, I've got something." And he goes over and he pours a glass of water and picks up a pill. "Here, what is this? What is this?" "It'll help your head. Take it." Looks like he takes the pill, and when he does, it clicks.
When you got the glow from Amy, how did she implant it?
I don't remember. That's Dave saying that. I don't. Dave doesn't remember.
She gave you a pill.
There we go.
There we go. So whatever you just did in there, he still got a bottle of those pills.
I mean, did it look like the same pills? I mean, did it look like the migraine pills?
No, it did not.
Okay.
No, it looked like it was round and dark red.
Oh, okay.
That's the pill that Lim got.
No, the pill that Balthazar
that's in
is
the
giving.
video.
Right.
Okay.
The pill that Amy gave you looked like a miniature yellow tactics crystal.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
But for what it's worth, somebody can just take a pill and boom, they got the glow.
Right. Okay. So what tape was that? 13? Or was that 14?
That was 13.
I'm very proud of myself for remembering your character's name because I can usually never remember any of the character's name.
My character's name? I couldn't even remember how my character got the glow, so I'm impressed.
I will go home and talk to Josh about the game, and I'm like...
Dave's character.
Right, exactly.
That other guy's character. Oh, the other guy.
Chili dog.
Chili Dog's Scott Pilgrim character. Next tape.
Yeah.
You see, it looks another first-person perspective where he's standing. Ignatius is standing outside of a door, hearing Balthazar and Aurora scream at each other.
It's fine, so they had sex.
They didn't do that while they were having sex. That's actually how they
That's
had
how they
sex.
do it. Yeah, that's how it's done.
He's screaming, "Tell me, tell me right now." And she's saying, "I don't know what else to tell you. There's nothing else to say. There's nothing else I can tell you about it." And he's just like, "I don't believe that. Tell me, take me to where it is." And then they continue to scream and then click.
All right.
And tape 15.
Yeah.
It's perspective. You see other people are there. It looks like.
Is he asking about Project Mindful? Sorry.
I would think
him
so.
there.
Take me there. And,
Yeah.
and she doesn't want to.
It's a Jazzadroon.
Yeah.
Or just subspace in general.
Or subspace.
Like he's getting his intro to subspace and is trying to figure out how do I profit from this.
Yeah, but I mean, he's prescribing pills.
Yeah.
At this point, I feel like he
true.
probably knows a bit about it.
Yeah.
Unless someone gave him those. Whoever popped out of that subspace door, I don't know. Or that was just Aurora showing him subspace for the first time.
That's how I thought.
But what's
but
up
I
with the
don't know.
grief?
Yeah.
All right, sorry, 15.
Looks like he's in a hospital waiting room with all his other siblings. And then that is when, you hear your baby brother's here. And it looks like they all shuffle into a room of Aurora. Looks like she is holding a baby.
Gotta love me.
And click.
All right, next tape.
The next one, it is first perspective of Ignatius. Looks like he's talking to Aurora and holding baby Lem. It's like, so I know he's, not your full sibling like your others. And here Ignatius, that doesn't matter. No, he's still my brother.
Aw.
So you'll take care of him. Of course I'll take care of him. I mean, I know you're quite a bit older, but I don't know. I need you to tell me that you're going to take care of him. Of course I would take care of him. Why would I not take care of my brother? And you see Aurora just locks eyes with him.
With Ignatius?
And she's just, you see there's something pleading in her eyes. I don't know why you wouldn't. I think you always would. I just needed to hear you say it. I guess I'm just worried. And I just need to know that, I don't know, if anything were to happen to me or your dad, that you would take care of him. Yeah. Okay. And, he laughs and pats her on the shoulder. And she's just, okay, thank you. Click.
Which one was that? 16?
Yes.
Okay. 17.
It's Ignatius packing his car to go to college. It's like he is all packed up to go to Transylvania.
That's where I was going to go to school.
Was Balthazar not in the last tape?
No, he wasn't.
Okay. That's been the first one that he hasn't
That's the
been
first one he has not been in.
in. Sorry. Come on.
Yeah, it's Ignatius packing up and giving everyone hugs. You see whenever he hugs everybody, and then he hugs Balthazar, who just pats him on the back, and now he seems to act like the Balthazar you've always known, not displaying a lot of emotion, standing there sort of stiff, gives a very cursory hug. Do your best. We'll come up in a few months. Okay. And it looks like he comes over and he hugs Aurora. I mean, you're not a newborn, but still super young baby in her arms. And it's like he kisses you on the forehead and then gets in the car and drives off.
I don't know how many listeners don't know this, but Transylvania is a university in Kentucky.
It's in Lexington. Yeah.
Puts on his vampire cloak. See you guys.
I'm going to vampire school.
I mean, if you don't know it, then you're just like, what the fuck is he? Where? Well, that's where the problem started. Like, he doesn't have the glow. He's a goddamn Children of the Night
I'm off
guy.
to Romania. Bye.
Does he come back with the Black Wolf?
Oh, God. That's the thing is, we're misinterpreting this. He actually went to Transylvania.
No.
This has been a big misunderstanding.
It's the same place. I got accepted at Transy in Ian. I got accepted at Transy. I never went because Gage was born, but they do issue you a wolf when you get there.
Yeah.
I had to give mine back.
Yeah. Such bullshit. Their wolf policy is so draconian.
It is.
Agreed. All right, next tape,
The next tape
which is 18, right?
Yes. Everyone in a hospital waiting room. It doesn't seem to be like a happy waiting occasion. People are pacing. It's just the family. And it looks like Balthazar. Looks like he has a cup of coffee and he's just staring at out the window. That's when it looks like a doctor comes to the door and he goes over to him. Wait, Ignatius looks like he steps up to go and Balthazar holds his hand back. It looks like he's conferring with the doctor. He sets the coffee cup down as they go back, and then he motions over, stay with them, and he walks away with the doctor. And then
Is he talking to Ignatius?
yeah, and then you see Ignatius looks like he walks up to the door and sees the doctor. Looks like he's patting Ignatius or patting Balthazar on the shoulder, and Balthazar shrugs him off. It looks like he walks down into a room. That's when you click.
Like in a consoling manner, the
Yeah.
doctor was.
And then tape 19.
Play.
When you put that in, you see a familiar office, familiar home. This is the office that he has now.
Familiar Arby's.
Familiar Arby's everything. And looks like it's first person perspective of Ignatius. Looks like he's sitting on one of the couches looking over at, looks like there's a cot with a very small baby swallowed up sitting on it. And looks like Balthazar looks like he's got a drink in his hand and he's taking a sip and looking down at the baby. And Ignatius is just, what happened? And Ignatius just looks back. A lot of very severe complications. It is more of a miracle than you know that your brother is here right now. But we're going to soldier on. Okay. And you see that's when the same kind of swimminess comes over his eyes. Dad, I'm sorry. My head's really starting to kill me. Balthazar turns. Well, they have something new for that, actually. It looks like he goes over and he opens up his drawer and pulls out, looks like a very small gray pill. And then he's got water. Here, take this. And when Balthazar takes it, or when Ignatius takes it, looks at it in his hand, it looks just like the one you took, but it's gray.
Gray.
And he's just, this is a weird pill. Take it. This isn't take it now. Oh, you see when he moves his hand toward, pops it in his mouth, and then when he sips that water, and as soon as he sips that water, then the tape ends. And no more tapes.
Okay. That was a lot.
Huh. Well, I don't know what to think.
I mean, we know who gave Ignatius the glow. And I'm going to send him those tapes.
So we know that he gave him the glow pill, but do we necessarily know that he created that?
We
I'm going
don't.
to say somebody else created it and gave it to him.
And it's also
Possible,
worth noting
yeah.
that the pills were different colors. Because one was red and the other was gray. So I don't know if that...
But the first one, the red one, didn't look like that, though. It just looked like a regular pill.
It was round, but yeah, a round dark red pill.
Oh, yeah. So I guess we don't technically... I mean, we don't know that either of them...
And I think, too, that it's
gave him the
significant
glow.
that after he takes the glow pill, then there aren't any more tapes. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like once that happened, like he stopped saving core memories of Balthazar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And also that the only one of the tapes without Balthazar in it, still labeled in the Balthazar collection, would mean that Ignatius knew that your mom was referencing Balthazar whenever she was asking for protection,
right.
which is interesting.
It is interesting. I agree. And that's the history of my brother.
Okay. So
How many siblings do you
That-
have? Let's
that-
not get the history for all of them, because that's a lot.
Yeah, don't worry. There's
Bunch.
let me do math real quick. There's at least I'm sorry, I can't do it.
So that last tape, what did we think was happening there?
I think that was Ignatius getting the glow.
Right. But he said what happened. Like, what is he talking about? What happened?
Think that the baby was Junior?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
was
that-
Junior.
And
Junior's
Aurora
mother died?
died.
Right.
Or Junior. Aurora. It's Aurora, right? No, it wouldn't have been.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Junior's
That's-
mom must have died in childbirth or whatever.
That's what it looked like.
Are we even 100% sure that Balthazar is actually Junior's father?
No.
See, there you go.
I think that the only we know that they were at the hospital and something happened and a
Yes.
baby came home and nobody
And-
else did.
Right.
So, for all we know, he sacrificed somebody to something to get a baby.
Maybe.
Well, now that we know that, could we just ask Ignatius? He was there. Where did Junior come from?
Yeah, I'm going to show him tapes 13, 16, and 19. I just need to find the best time to do it. So, I don't know. Maybe we can go in the middle of the night.
The nighttime is
It's
the right time. Well, Wishma.
Yeah, Laura Beth comes up and hugs you.
Oh, hey, thanks. Oh, that feels that's really nice of you. That feels
That must have been. I don't understand all of it, but I could tell that was very emotional.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you were here.
Link also comes up and hugs you.
Oh, wow. I really forgot you were here. Thanks, though. I appreciate that. It's very nice. I'll definitely hug them back. Yeah, sorry you had to watch that. That must have been weird for you.
I imagine that we all like form a line and individually give you hugs.
Oh, like at a wedding reception.
Blake just walks up and gives Kenny a hug. He's like, "I'm so sorry. I don't know what the hell just happened."
Close
but-
enough. Close enough, Blake. All right. Jeez. Yeah, that was a lot. I'm tired.
It sounds emotional, says Blake.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can't go back and talk to Ignatius now, I suppose.
I mean, I don't know. If we can get Balthazar out of the house, we could.
But you can get this glow from just taking a pill.
Apparently, yeah.
You see, it looks like Abigail motions behind her and opens the door. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go home and think about some things for a while. I got your number. I'll call you.
Are you okay?
I am. It's just been a big, strange day,
Tell me about it.
but I'm incredibly thankful to all of you. You opened my eyes. What? You did?
It's a rude
You
thing.
did?
Such a rude thing to say in front of Blake. Actually.
Oh, so
I can see so much more clearly now.
The rain is gone.
I've got this from Nate, and I'm forever thankful to you. I mean, if you need anything before I reach out, please. You've got me in whatever you need.
Thanks.
Did we determine that we thought Nate had the glow? He didn't have the glow, did he?
He couldn't leave.
He couldn't leave, but was that cursed? Because he was
She
cursed
said
for
he
glow.
had it's like he had a compulsion to keep going back into Chassidrune.
Well,
Right.
knowing now that you can get the glow in pill form, do you know does that ring any bells?
No, but it certainly makes it a much harder mystery to solve.
Yeah.
I mean, how many glowworms could there be?
Phew. How many people were in that photograph? Project Mindful. I
It
mean,
was a lot. And we know of at least one that was in that group.
and we know one that wasn't. So probably, I mean, more than we might think.
But here's the thing. You can put the glow in somebody, and we know what that looks like from a couple of different reference points at this point. We have no idea what it looks like artificially creating somebody who can use subspace. You know what I'm saying? Are we under the assumption that all these kids can use subspace, or just kind of we're talking Ignatius at this point?
All we know for sure is Ignatius, right? I mean, but I assume it was all of us, you know.
Well, there's a lot of different threads here, but if every one of you can use subspace, can actually use subspace, what are the odds of that?
I mean,
Well,
if they're manufactured that way, really good, right?
That's my point. And
Yeah.
if it can be manufactured, we don't know how it's being manufactured.
Maybe that's the blight.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is we got the soul glow out, but
Maybe that's the blight.
and
I
if
mean,
that can be transferred from person to person, and you can implant the glow in people, I mean, God, I mean, this could be like globally problematic. I mean,
yeah, and maybe I don't have the blight because of my mom.
you probably got it naturally, whereas your older siblings probably had it implanted in them somehow.
But I think I think
some-
maybe that's the blight,
Yeah, agreed.
and I don't have the blight in my
Because
subspace
you get it naturally
because
from
it came
Aurora,
naturally
from our family.
But I don't know anything
Yeah,
about anything.
It's a guess.
do you think Dane would have any idea about the blight?
I am, jeez, I went from like not trusting Dane at all to trusting him to now I'm like, who was that who came, who was that who was in that frame that Liz saw? Who was that? So now it's like, phew.
Well,
But maybe, I mean, hey, it's probably better to trust him than to not. I mean, he honored my mother's wish and, brought me back from the dead. So
should we go check in on the sisters at this point?
what's our wolf forecast?
I don't know. It's been like an hour since we've seen him, I guess.
Yeah.
At this rate, we're good for.
We could probably
Another
wrap
few months.
everything up before the Black Wolf shows up.
You guys are also beat beyond beat for everything that you've been through.
Maybe take a game break and a real life break and rest.
Everybody break.
Yeah, we need a break, but also like I know at the last session it was like, "How you doing, Lim? I need to go to bed."
Yeah.
We'll all go our separate ways
You
back
guys
to
basically
our.
have all health, exhausted, still carrying all the wounds you had from before.
Okay.
So when
I need a
Abigail
long
leaves, Blake also opens the door. I'm gonna go back to. I'm interested in. I wonder if I can't find. I don't know. I'll see if I can find anything about Project Mindful and see if there was any records of what talents people had. Maybe we can narrow it down.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Haven't checked the boards in a while. Maybe
I'll-
check the boards and figure out. Maybe since we've posted all the maps and things, people are going to come out and have more information that they were afraid to share before.
No, most definitely. No, I'll look through all that and get back to you. But hey, it was fun to finally meet you.
Yeah.
It's been quite a day.
Yeah. It was great to meet you.
Okay, it looks like he holds up his hand. Let's do high fives.
Okay.
Yeah.
High five.
Yay.
All right. Yeah. All right.
High five, Laura Beth. Yay.
Yay. All right. Yeah. Nice to meet you guys. Thanks.
Nice to meet you.
And yeah, they leave.
Why doesn't she like me?
You're a pervert.
I'm the anti-pervert. I've built my whole character around it.
That's what all perverts say.
You went too far. Get back around. All right. I guess I also give everybody 1,000 experience points for. I didn't give you for beating a big goal of expelling, being the first recorded people to get rid of the glow.
I think that's 11,900.
Yeah, that's what I have too. Okay. You saw me trying to peek on your paper.
I did.
You want to take? We'll take a little bit of a pee break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right, we're back. So as soon as Blake and Laura Beth leave, Aurora appears.
Hey,
Hi.
how'd you get here?
Your and Kenny's subspaces are linked.
Oh, it's just weird. I'm not used to this, and I'm very tired. It's been a long day.
Oh, I understand. I imagine that didn't make it any easier.
I'm about to ask if he watched any of that.
Yep.
I'm going to send some of these tapes to Ignatius, and one I'm going to send to Balthasar. Who was that? And that did you? Liz pointed out that frame of someone using subspace. Who was that?
I have no.
So it was not you.
idea. It was not me.
What about that red pill? Have you ever seen one like that?
I'd never seen anything like the gray pill or what Amy says about the yellow.
Sorry, I'm grilling you.
No, I mean we need to talk and figure it out. Grill me all you want.
No, I'm just all worked up.
Let's brainstorm. Now that's the thing about the glow. Amy said she had never been able to do anything like that until she tried it with you, or in I guess the void.
Right.
She said she'd never been able to do anything like that here, but only when she tried to use her power in the void could she do something like that.
All right. So, the void is coming into play for sure, and it's something that I absolutely didn't forget about, Mom. Right. Yes. Okay.
So, I don't know. I would assume that the glow in pill form comes from the void.
That makes sense, right?
Because Director Max did a lot of experimentation and things with Amy, trying to see what we could do, and she could never do anything like that. And she said all she had to do was just try to use her abilities in the void, and that's just what happened. So
Right.
that's just what I would assume. So the number of people who can go to the void, Amy and you by freak accident, Amy by freak accident.
But we do know one other person that's there by design.
Well, he's from there.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, you want to go talk to Spekkio?
yeah, kind of.
You can give him that axe.
I offer this.
I wasn't going to, but let's see how this plays out. I don't think he needs it.
He doesn't? No, I wouldn't think so.
It's like, well, I've been working on this. So it looks like she holds out her hands and she conjures a large yellow crystal, just like Amy's. And you see...
Suppository?
Yep. And you see the crystal, it's large enough, it's the size of a football. So you can see Amy in it look up, hey, it worked. Okay, great. So now you don't have to all come to the lighthouse.
That is nice.
My mom in crystal form
In your subspace.
in subspace.
Take her to your fetish's place here. I'm sure you got a fountain
good.
with somebody somewhere.
Good.
Hey, Amy, is Lem's betrothed with you?
Yep.
Okay, we might want to talk to him. It?
Oh, you really want to talk to him?
Them? I don't know.
Him is good, right?
I can ask him.
It's good enough for you.
Spekkio? And you see when she turns back around, it's her face, but weird voice coming out of it.
Oh, hey. Hey, fiance.
Hey,
Fucking hate when he does that.
when he
Seeing
does,
my mom
yeah,
talking in his voice.
Beetlejuice vibes, right?
Whenever the Ninetales takes over Naruto, and you just hear this huge growly voice come out of Naruto.
This is Benji.
Hey,
Hi.
you're pretty handsome.
Yeah, but I'm taken.
How about one of those open marriage things? I'm hearing those will get popular pretty soon.
Lim is very, very jealous.
So we're not actually married, so it's fine.
I know,
And I'm not.
But it's just any minute now.
I could care less.
If you figure out a way to put a void ring on it, you're in good shape. So no.
Okay.
But
Wow, you guys are all good looking. Hi. I don't think I've ever met anyone who isn't good looking. I don't know what not good looking looks like.
That's
I like all of your visages.
That's good. That's a good thing. I feel like that's a positive perspective to have.
Absolutely. I'm nothing if not a positive perspective.
That's good.
especially if you're a sexual deviant.
And aspiring.
Inspiring.
I mean, God of War. We're gonna have a little bit of, at least a little sexual.
Aries got busy.
Yeah.
So should we tell him about what we saw, the blight? Should we? I'm thinking we explain the blight to him.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
something? So yeah, have you ever known anything in the void where you're from that would sort of, I guess, does the word blight mean anything to you specifically?
It does not.
Amy, if you can hear me in there, can you show him a Venom comic book?
Oh, absolutely. And then, yeah, you see, it looks like you see her blink, and then he's like,
Oh, huh. No, I've never seen anything like that.
Oh,
I'm going to make one of those, though. So,
You're gonna make a
that's cool.
Venom?
yeah.
Yikes.
You want it?
nope. Keep it in there.
That sounds sexy.
Oh boy. I can tell you.
It will also want to marry you. Here.
Ship it to this address in Heather Hills. Send Venom right now, please.
But, how I had mentioned, I know there are things here that are pure void. For the way you guys talk about it and the way it looks, that looks like that's pure other side.
Oh.
Huh.
So like our side.
Yeah.
Pure our side subspace.
Yep. Like there are talents that, go for both. There are talents that just exist over here. And if I don't know anything about it, that's probably one of those way over theirs.
Okay. Have you ever seen someone made of that? Or your version of that?
The closest thing I've seen is, I don't know, that wall you went through.
Okay.
Was that pretty similar to what was all over the ground? And so, yeah.
Okay. And that wall was constructed.
Absolutely, yeah.
I remember us talking about that.
So that's the weird thing about out here. I think there's way more out here than there is, like, in there with you guys. Like, a lot more out here. So much out here, I was spread so thin until Amy made a place for me. I don't know, I wasn't really conscious per se.
Huh.
But whatever is in there is, I don't know, it's like there's something else, not me, in there.
How long has the wall been there? Do you know?
Hard to say. Consciousness for me is a weird thing. Trying to remember back that long. I feel like it's been there for a very, very, very long time.
So, prior to Project Mindful kind of deal. Do you know about Project Mindful? We haven't talked about that yet.
Just what Amy's talked about.
Do you know? Okay. That wasn't something that you knew about prior.
No. Nope.
Okay.
I mean, I don't get a good perspective on over there.
That makes sense.
So I exist some over there, since because, subspace stuff exists on both sides. And of course, I'm just really talking out of my ass here of what sort of feels right as I say it. So
I understand that.
Feel me.
I get that.
I can feel me over there, so I know some of me is over there, but I I would assume there's another someone over there.
So there's a Spekkio in our side.
Maybe, yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, considering that we all, like, had to encounter our other side selves to cross back, right?
Man.
Okay.
So whoever other me might be might have his own set of stuff but it doesn't exist over here. It only exists very concentrated over there.
Could you put pure void into people's subspaces if you had such a mind to do so?
Well, I think the best I can do is making the talents like that I can push through over there.
No, I'm saying in the void. So we're saying that there's a you over here that could be playing around with basically pure our side.
Mm-hmm.
You could do the same thing theoretically over there with the essence of your side.
Yeah, maybe. But there's just so much more over here.
Right.
I guess you could think of this as space and you're on Earth.
Okay. Well, we learned that
But there used to be people here.
there used to be people on that people, like us.
Yeah, it wasn't always just Amy.
What happened to the people?
I don't know. I was spread too thin. But Amy felt familiar. But now there's no one else over here.
Do we live in an alternate reality?
Is this the multiverse?
Like, it feels like that, right? Like, it feels like we live in the not real world. I mean, if we live in the small section, the small walled off section that somebody walled off for whatever reason, I don't know. This is a lot.
Yeah, trippy stuff.
Yeah. It's kind of fun to think about, but not when you're living it.
I'm just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks, but is there anything familiar?
Spekkio loves that.
I do love that.
Oh, shit. Okay. I'm afraid to say anything. He's going to be in everything. Is there anything familiar between our interactions with Spekkio and Mr. London by any chance? Is there anything about those two people that are these two beings, whatever the hell they are, that...
I mean, from what Liz encountered, he could mess around with space. He could, the way he materialized a disguise and moved with unearthly speed and strength. So it seems like there's some other strange quality about him. But what the cause of all that is, you don't know.
Curious about something. You might not know because...
14 inches.
Oh. I don't know what you're referencing, but...
Me either.
I mean, that's...
People just say that a lot on the TV that Amy watches. And then the audience laughs.
What is she watching?
Do you... Or maybe... I'm curious if there's a Junior on that side. That's what I'm curious about. But you don't know Junior, so that problem. And also Aunt Amy doesn't know Junior either, I don't think. Aunt Amy, do you know Junior?
I don't.
I didn't think so.
No, Bob was gone way before that.
Right. Because if there's no Junior over there, then isn't that like supporting evidence to him being manufactured? I don't know. I have no evidence on this at all, but it's just one of those where it's like, I don't know. There's something not right about that boy.
Yeah, we need to talk about you.
Well, I mean, what, all your siblings have subspace?
We don't know if they all can use it or not.
I mean, they could have the talents that are just over there, since you have a talent that's just over here.
Well, Aurora, you've been to all the children's subspace, right?
Not Junior's.
Right, but everybody else's.
I've seen it. Like, I know it's there. I can't get in.
Okay, so you can't get in. So there's no indication. So if I allowed you into my subspace, it's basically going to be blank, right?
No. Yep, your own subspace. It's your subconscious world. You can't really access it necessarily. You see it in your dreams.
I just wonder if there was a way to figure that out by just observing their subspace.
But I don't know. Unless he's extraordinarily well hidden, I mean, I've made physical contact with him, so he can't be a vault and stay unhidden, stay hidden like that.
I think we're just going to have to kill Junior just to be safe.
Did you see Aurora's face?
It was a joke.
It was a joke. Kill that kid.
The child.
The child. Okay, you said that.
So, yeah. Sorry I couldn't be more help than that.
Oh, I feel like that was helpful.
Okay, good.
Thanks.
Helpful enough to marry me?
I mean, I can't commit right now, but maybe.
Okay.
Look, I'm not trying to lead you on or anything.
Hey, just like, what's that kid again? What's that kid that, wears the pants really high?
Urkel?
Yeah. I'm wearing you down, baby.
Oh. Yeah, he did say it. Do you know?
You're my Laura Winslow.
Do you know any of his other lines?
How did I do that?
Got any cheese?
Yes, I don't know what cheese is, but it sounds appealing.
I'll see if I can figure out a way to send you some cheese.
Oh, please do.
Some of it's great, some of it's not so great, in my opinion.
All bad.
Oh, yeah. Unless are you vegan, Spekkio?
I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know.
Well, if you are, I won't send you any cheese.
Oh, then I'm not vegan. I want to try this cheese.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works on this side, too.
Man, I can see why you like this guy, Liam. I see why you're talking about him all the time. He's pretty great.
Yeah, he is pretty great.
Well, pretty great. God of War. I don't know. Anything else I can help you with?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, bye.
Bye.
And Amy just kind of, okay.
Thanks for that. Sorry.
You're welcome. It's not unpleasant. It just feels weird, like I'm sort of half asleep.
This is a neat new feature.
Most definitely. Like, Aurora tried, just basically making some sort of strange tunnel that I can just send thoughts to project. So at least I can just project this image other places in subspace. So
That's amazing.
we've always been good like that in figuring stuff out.
But we can't take the gem out of subspace, right?
We can try.
That's Kenny's call.
I just wonder if we could mount it in the turtle van somehow.
I mean, I suppose we could take it. I mean, worst case, it'll just like shut off or something. It's not like she's in the gem. I don't think. I think it's like
I think I have a higher capability of thinking of worst case scenarios than you do. No offense, that's not a brag, but
Hey, I didn't come up with the idea. I'm just saying I'm willing to give it a shot. I don't know.
It wouldn't even rank in the top 5 dumbest things we've done in this game. Reality may fold in on itself, but that's all right. If she's not sure, then not that important.
you could be like the big head on Power Rangers. I'm a little too old for it. I can't remember his name. You know, the one he was just a projection of a big head.
Max Headroom? Are you talking about Max Headroom?
Yeah, Max Headroom. That's it.
The big giant head from Mork and Mindy?
The great and powerful
No, big giant
Oz.
head was Third Rock from the Sun. Orson was the guy that Mork talked
in the
to.
diaper, yeah.
But you're talking about Zordon.
I'm talking about Zordon. That's right. I'm talking
What
about
was the
Zordon.
one from Pee
I
Wee
wanted to call
Herman?
him Gordon. So I was almost
Swami?
there.
If you hadn't asked, I could tell you.
I think it
The
was
Gordon's
Swami.
Fisherman.
Yep.
He's just a head in a box.
Just remember what he said. I don't remember his name.
Mecca Lecca Hi, Mecca Heiny Ho.
Zombie.
Jambi.
Okay.
Yeah, close.
So yeah, you'd be our
Zombie's,
Zordon.
yeah, Omi's like, Zombie's good. There we go. And a big box appears around.
What are we going to do now?
Sleep,
Oh, yeah, we're
Right.
going to go sleep. Let's go sleep.
rest.
You see, that's where Aurora looks. Where are you guys going to stay?
Oh,
The hotel, probably.
probably, yeah.
I don't want to tell you to not go home, but I'd be afraid of you sleeping at home.
I'm not gonna sleep at home. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for the concern. Yeah, I'm not gonna sleep at home. I'm gonna try to spend as little time at home as possible, but I don't know how possible that's going to be because I think that everybody kind of just hunkers down there.
Oh, yeah. It was nice to see Ignatius, though.
Yeah,
He was sweet.
weird. It was weird
Yeah.
to see all that because I've never seen those two like that before. So that was really strange.
I mean, there was a reason I fell in love with your dad, you know? And then, I don't know, shortly after we got married, things changed.
Someone messed him up, is what happened. And I think that's really sad that somebody messed him up.
So he changed after you got married.
Yeah, because he was in his tuxedo.
When did he know about subspace?
I didn't know anything. I mean, he knew about, I'd talked to him about that before we got married.
Okay, so in that tape, in tape number 12, that's not the first time he saw subspace, then is my guess.
Had you ever shown it to him, or did you just talk about it?
No, I had.
Okay, so yeah, that wasn't completely...
You know, we didn't have money, so we'd go to subspace and I could imagine anything we wanted. It was romantic then. And I don't know, at some point, I guess I never tied the two together, but I don't know, I'd watched enough, Lifetime movies that, they get married, the man changes. I don't know, I just thought that was, I guess eventually I thought he could just trick me into marrying him. I never thought something could have happened.
I think someone messed him up. I really do, which really changes how I think about a lot of this. And I want to know who did it.
Yeah, it makes you wonder kind of if a non-natural subspace user exposed to it if it can like have that sort of effect, or if you try to get too far into something that you're not compatible with, maybe it corrupts you type of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going back onto that manufactured, subspace, like what we're kind of thinking about possibly is going on with the blight and that kind of thing. It has I'm wondering if it has a corruptive effect on non-natural subspace users if they're overexposed, or if they're introduced to it in the wrong way.
Although I'm leaning more towards, now that Spekkio told us that like the blight, or what we're calling it, the blight,
like we have a smidge of it by comparison. Yeah,
well, and that that is just subspace.
Yeah,
so it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we've learned a lot, but at the same time,
more questions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's go to the Cobb and get healed up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for all that. Yeah, because I don't know. That's why I don't know. I was afraid of something happening to me, so I told Ignatius he was the oldest one to look after you, and
that makes sense.
I'd almost forgotten about that.
I'd be willing to bet that he's forgotten about it too. That's why I want to show him some of these tapes.
I'm going to show him this tape and demand he protect me.
You promise.
I'm not going to demand that he protect me, but I want him to remember what he said. I think he's forgotten who he is, like Balthazar's forgotten who he is.
Yeah.
I remember the pregnancy with Junior wasn't a good one the whole time. My blood pressure was always really high, and I don't know, it was strange. And I remember something about him being breech, something about the cord, and then there's just nothing there anymore. After that, I have no idea.
Wait, what?
Well, whenever Balthazar and I had Junior.
Okay, so was that not an outstanding question until just now?
I think that there's still the question of if what Balthazar came home with was what she was pregnant with.
Right.
So you died in childbirth, or whatever happened basically
honestly,
during childbirth.
Maybe I did, and I did what Amy did. I don't know. Amy, you seem pretty positive that you died. So the zombie doors open up. Oh, I died. Oh yeah.
I did.
I remember the pain. I died.
We've both died.
Yeah, like Lim died. That was
I
crazy.
don't know if you died.
Pretty sure I died. I wound up where you were, right?
Yeah,
and you died.
But you also crossed back over. I couldn't.
Well, we haven't figured out a way yet. That's
okay,
all.
Well, that's true.
It was easier for me because I was a fresh kill.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember trying to get her out of there. Did we just got to...
I'm
sorry, we got to get him.
We tried. We were like, come on. Come on.
Yeah,
that's all we knew.
It stretched, and
Oh,
she
yeah,
reached out, and
that's
her and Kenny, touched through the membrane of whatever it was before it snapped back.
That's all we knew to do.
Yeah.
How you holding up, son?
Good. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, I'll be right here
that's
in my zombie
that's
box.
actually really great. It doesn't have to be a zombie box, by the way.
No, I like it. I like this.
She seems really on board with that.
Fine.
I just think it's funny.
It is. It is pretty good.
Yeah,
Amy
she-
strikes me as the kind of person who would opt for that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, 100%.
She's all about that pop culture reference.
And Aurora doesn't love it. So.
Definitely my mom. But it is cool, like having you here, like without having to
Journey into the
journey.
wild things are.
It's nice because I can just kind of come see you now, which we got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah. I think we'll probably figure out a way where if you beat on this box, it'll turn it on, and I'll just.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But yeah, Aurora's good like that. We work together well for sisters. And Aurora's just like, why wouldn't sisters work well together? I don't know.
Because you killed my first bird.
I didn't know. I was like, you knew what you were doing. Oh, well, yeah, I'd say you probably need to go. Yeah, get healed up and rest. So, but as always, we'll be here.
Cool.
Great.
I'm gonna Doctor Strange a door into the entrance of the Urban Cobb.
Okay. And you hear Aurora turn to Amy. So you want to play more of that game? I didn't think you'd like it, but yeah, let's do it. And you hear Super Nintendo click on. And yeah, you open the door.
What game are you playing?
Final Fantasy II.
Nice.
So yeah, Rose and Cecil. That's interesting. I think it's sweet.
Yeah.
It's like the reverse situation of me and your father.
Yeah, you mentioned Final Fantasy 2 and just start thinking about that. Start thinking about Cecil in the mirror.
Oh,
You'll understand. Oh, have you gotten to that
that's
point?
Amy's like, oh, wow. That's interesting. You say that. That's exactly what it was.
It's kind of like that, isn't
And
it?
it's there. I wonder if someone or however many people manifested that there. Because their rooms didn't Dane say that there were a lot fewer rooms? Now there are a lot more rooms. I wonder if people projected that into there. I wonder if you can make rooms in Jazzadrune to do things.
Yikes.
Let's go back. Let's find out. Come on.
I don't want to go back to Jazzadrune. I really hate Jazzadrune.
Interesting factoid. The game you're playing was actually the 4th installment of the Final Fantasy series.
Oh, the door's closing. The door's
it's Final Fantasy
closing.
II, that's what it is.
Okay, well, just so you understand,
Oh, just so you understand. I'll die on this hill.
I'm already dead.
This is where Benji and my, this is where we diverge.
How are they different? Well, yeah, I mean, I base them off me with one very, very important difference.
It's critical. It's critical.
Yeah, so you guys go back through across the street from the Urban Cobb, as close as you can get. So yeah, then you can go in, ride the elevator back up. Conveniently, we'll make it nighttime so that everyone's sleep schedules aren't messed up. So there you go.
Are the sisters still awake?
Yes. No, actually, they're sleeping now. I would say they completed the ritual and now they're sleeping.
Surge wore off.
I was gonna
just
say,
like,
I'm surprised
boom.
they could sleep with all that caffeine.
Well, they were up for like 24 hours straight. Yeah, so now they're asleep, but whenever you go in, Irving Cobb, manifests in green smoke. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Wow, you guys don't look great.
Well, according to Spekkio, we all looked fantastic.
Did you tell me about that?
Don't think so.
Well, you better not be bargaining with any other powers that could grant warlock abilities.
No, just one that.
You're my fiance.
Wait, we didn't talk about that. We're not in an exclusive relationship, are we?
No, because
I've been hearing these open marriages. They're becoming
you
a
can
thing in the
only
future.
date
Someone said.
other spectral entities. Jill is done. You're only dating the ghost of Urban God and the spectral god of war.
For what it's worth, the void is a different, area code, so it's totally fine.
That is true. I'm allowed to date others in subspace, right?
They have different subspaces. Yeah.
I'm allowed to date people in different realms, okay? Don't even exist on the same plane.
Well,
It is good to see you, though.
looks like he envelops all of you sort of in green smoke that slowly heals up your wounds, so everybody can be back to full.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ghost Cop.
We've gone over this, Liz.
He calls that the Snoop Dogg. He doesn't. He doesn't call it that, but maybe he should.
Ah, the Peanuts cartoon. Fine.
The Snoopy Dog.
Fine. The Snoopy Dog.
Yeah.
A fine illustrative work. That Charles Schultz. Quite humorous.
I like when.
Not as funny as me, but
Well, no.
I'd say the second funniest person is Charles Schultz.
What about Jim Davis?
I'm number one.
I know you love
Well,
Garfield.
Jim Davis is pretty good. I think he's a little too raucous for my taste, though.
How about a Marmaduke?
Ooh. That dog's a little too zany. It's for children.
You like that old family circus, though. I mean,
That's good, wholesome entertainment.
entertainment.
Non-racist entertainment.
I'm not familiar enough with Family Circus to know if that's a joke or not.
I mean,
Hey Siri, is Family Circus racist?
Siri, entire Family Circus catalog. Let's go see.
Oh, that Jeffy.
You guys look exhausted, so please go ahead. Looks like he has little bedrooms for everybody. Go ahead, rest up. I'll look over you, plus these wards are very, very stout. I don't think anything can get in here. Between me and this really good fence they built.
Thank you.
Anything else anybody wants to do before bed?
Not before bed.
Okay, Link's just, can I stay here too?
Oh, God damn it, we forgot about Link again.
Sure. He manifests another bedroom.
Mr. Cobb, have you met Link, our manager?
I inferred. Hey, I'm pretty beat to you guys, so I'm going to go to bed. I mean, it's taking a lot of energy to stay this quiet. And he rolls his cooler into one of the rooms.
And not freak the fuck out that an iconic Paducah, ghost is standing in front of him.
I met.
Link's seen some shit.
Sorry to but I forgot to tell you about this. But I met the real. This is gonna sound crazy because Link is real. Like Kevin Link is a real person. But I met the real Link from this game in real life.
Yeah.
In Marion, we sat together on the Rotary Club bench of friendship together. I was walking out of there's a game store there. I was meeting Dennis in Marion, and I walked out of the game store, and there was this guy playing a guitar, and we're just walking along, and I was like, no use trying to avoid this guy, because we're like, I'm just going to sit down on the bench of friendship. And sure enough, he came down and sat on the bench of friendship, the Rotary Club of Marion bench of friendship. And literally.
Bad name.
I don't know where he pulled out a Michelob Light, but he did. I mean, I really don't know. I don't know, because he was playing guitar with both hands, and then all of a sudden on the bench he pulled out a Michelob Light, introduced himself as Moonfrog, opened the Michelob Light, told me that he's a local musician and a bit of a lush, and just started drinking the foamy Michelob Light. And I was thinking, this is the D&D. This is the Scott Pilgrim game version of Link.
Link manifested.
Moonfrog's pretty good. Band battle. Moonfrog.
Moonfrog. Man, he had a
Urban
nice hat.
frog turns into human form.
He had so he had this green corduroy cap on, like a baseball cap, right? And I was like, man, I kept admiring this hat. I didn't say anything. And eventually, I was meeting Dennis there, and Dennis pulled up and he was like, we're about to leave. And Dennis was like, I like that hat.
Hey, Moonfrog.
And I was like, I like that hat too. And he's like, oh, we got plenty of these back at the shop. And then it was like, there was a moment where it was like, I want to ask about this shop and these hats, because this looked like a hat from like 1973. Like, this didn't look like I just made this hat. I just ordered a bunch of these new hats.
I'd have taken my chances and tried to get me a hat.
Well, see, I mentioned, as we were driving away, I mentioned that to Dennis, and he quoted 30 Rock and was like, never go to a third location with a hippie.
So that would have been the limb decision of your life. Like, yeah, let's go to your shop.
Yeah, we're going to go to your shop. Yeah.
Dennis, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Let this fellow into your car. Let's go to the shop.
Right. Anyway, sorry to break.
You dial 9-1.
I don't think Moonfrog would have hurt us.
Sounds like it.
But sorry to break the flow of the game. It's just I've been meaning to tell you guys
good.
this
I'm
for
glad you
like
did.
2 weeks.
Super appropriate. Yeah.
And totally forgot. But yeah, Link totally jogged that.
Moonfrog.
So if you're listening, Moonfrog,
And we know you are. I'm going to get you that hat and sip out of your Urban Cobb mug.
it was a nice hat. It really was.
I can't even picture a corduroy baseball cap.
I mean, it was like, I don't know, man. Maybe I could find it if I do a Google search for 1970s green corduroy hat. I think it had like
everywhere.
a Salem. Is that the cigarette?
Yeah.
I think it was a Salem hat.
You're making me want this hat bad.
It was a great hat. I should have offered to buy the hat.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back next weekend.
Yeah, I don't think you'd have trouble finding Moonfrog.
I could probably ask around, make that gather information check pretty easy. The DC's probably low.
Moonfrog died 30 years ago.
They built a bench in his memorial. Did you not know that?
Something happened at his shop.
He got crushed by a giant box of hats. We got a bunch of them. He's a large Marge. Oh, man.
Tell a Moonfrog sent you.
Oh, man. It is about 9:30, so I think we should end on a good Moonfrog note. And with you guys going to bed.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, man. So thanks for listening, everybody. I don't even know what to...
I didn't mean to just end the game.
That was perfect. No. I can't do better than that. So we're gonna...
That's just life, man.
Oh, man. No, that was perfect. Thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on iTunes, not SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, anywhere. Just Google TADPOG. TADPOG. Spelled like that.
Tell him Moonfrog sent you.
Oh, man. So, hey, so we've been doing more regular episodes. We'll see, scheduling for 5 people isn't easy. So we are taking more, we got packages, we're taking calls. So if you want to send us something, send it to TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. Does that make you feel weird when I say that?
No.
Right in front of your face? I don't know.
I mean, I assume that you say it on every episode.
I do.
So.
I do say it in every episode. Mostly. I think mostly. If you want to call us, 270-883-2555. Yeah, we still have all the things. A bunch of stuff's in the show notes. But most importantly, I want Ian to take it over.
I will do that. Did you know that people like to give us money?
I wouldn't say they like
I
to.
wouldn't say they like to, Ian.
No one's forcing them to,
I
yet
wouldn't
they
say
do it anyway.
I mean,
Well,
I'd say people like to gamble.
we sent out a bunch of pills, and some people took those.
and then they started giving us money. Well, some people that we like to call executive producers give us $20
Hell yeah, they do.
and more a month. And I'm going to read a list of those people right now, beginning with Cousin David Galino, Plinko Nick Price, Cubicle Monkey, Executive Producer Dig Dougie, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link, not to be confused with Moonfrog, Bantha Master, Gamebug Prime Nathan Eaton, Matt Gentile, a.k.a. Gentle G, Usurper Grimm, Princess Consuela Banana Hammock, Flavatrick. Damn, I stuttered on it. I said I was doing so good with that last week.
Start all over.
Princess Consuela Banana Hammock, Flavatrick, Taryn Landon. Congratulations on your marriage. Pinball Archmage Chris Edler. We're sorry you couldn't be on this episode. Platinum member Brett Miller. Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins. Nate from Utah, first time caller. And Drink Smith Joey Webster. And today, as you're listening to this episode is being released on the last day of August, August 31st, 2022. If you are listening to this before midnight and you would like to be entered into a contest that we are having, you still have time. Any new donations or increased donations of $1 or more will be entered into the Wizen Sages Toy Box Patreon Rush Challenge contests. Hell yeah.
First, that's a thing we do.
Now
I know who's not listening to the show.
I've got a big box full of toys in there, old stuff that I've had since the 90s and beyond, and decided to start disseminating that amongst people. And to do that, we're having the contest. Your donations of $1 or increased donations of $1 or more enters you into the contest. We will be doing the drawing next week as of this airing of this recording using the randomizer. Everyone that has done so far is going to be in the contest, and we're going to randomly pick our first, second, and third place winners. First place winner gets a set of genuine Apple AirPod Gen 3 knockoffs from, I'm not even trying to sneak that in anymore. They're knockoffs. They work. They're, I guess, whatever.
They work, I guess.
They're brand new inbox knockoff AirPod Gen 3s from Not Shady at All, dhgate.com, Chinese wholesale. Then a random selection of toys from said toy box. We're not going to tell you what it is.
You get a peek, though.
If you get a peek, you got a peek on TikTok.
Yep.
If you want to go on our TikTok and look, I opened the box very briefly.
Nicole's stunned.
To show the contents. You guys can look in the box.
All thirst traps, except for
everything is thirst traps of me, except for that one where I just opened the box.
Just open the. That's a tease.
So you'll
The rest of it is your teasing opening your box.
There you go.
You have to go on the Twitter to find the real good stuff.
Yeah. You'll get something from the box, and then also in addition to that, the first place winner will receive a hardback copy of Model Land by Nobel Prize laureate and Pulitzer Prize winning author Tyra Banks. The book was purchased from, I believe, a sale of books at the New York City
City
Public Library. Says so right on the back of the book. Can't miss it. So you're getting that too. Great haul for first place.
The library cop's definitely going to come for you.
Probably. I think it was probably there. We got to get rid of this. We'll sell this in a yard sale out in front of the library.
Would they? Why would they not want that book?
They probably got a whole bunch of them donated.
Here's another model land.
We got another
They
one.
got pitchforks on the back of a dump truck. Whoa.
When's Model Land 2 coming out? Wasn't that supposed to be, 7 books like Harry Potter was? Yeah, I don't know what happened to
They
it.
took the surplus and threw it in the pit with all the ET video games,
Yep.
from the Atari.
And the green corduroy hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, the green hats. Second place will win you a set of the AirPod Gen 3 knockoffs from Not Shady at All, Chinese wholesaler, dhgate.com. And third place is a set of genuine knockoff AirPod 2s from the same place. So we're going to do that. We're going to make that happen. And then next month, we're going to do another Patreon rush for just stuff out of the box. And maybe we'll do another TikTok video with another quick
100%.
peek
100%.
just to see inside the box so you
Keep it
can
100.
get an idea of what you might win. So this is it. This is your last chance to enter and win the first contest. We do have one new entry since our last episode, and that would be Michael May has increased his donation.
Michael, may I come?
Hell yeah. And Michael,
yeah.
may I come? That's right. And I've also been challenged, if you will, by our very own Tooth Fairy, Zero Scroll. He said, like, he increased his donation so that he could be entered into the contest, which we got to figure out shipping. Doesn't he live in like
Yep.
Colombia or something?
Yep.
So that's going to be weird if he wins, but we'll make it happen. We'll figure it out. Anyway, he said I glossed over his name too quickly when I was reading the new contest entries last week. And he thinks it's because I was avoiding saying his real name because he thinks I won't be able to pronounce it.
Show him.
And I did speak directly with him today. I spoke with him today. I said, no, we just don't say people's names on the show without permission. He's like, oh, you can. So I'm going to say his name.
Okay.
Fernando Benavides is what I'm thinking is how
There
it's
you
pronounced. Fernando
Sounds convincing to me.
Benavides. Fernando Benavides.
Okay.
Sexy.
So let's see what happens. Maybe I'm right. Maybe he will be laughing at me right now.
Nicole
at my
is so into
horrible
that name, she is
pronunciation.
bobbing her
There's
head
a
like
song, isn't there? There's a-
Fernando.
Yeah, it's
it's
Alejandro by Lady Gaga.
No.
Now this is an old like
song. Yeah.
Oh.
I want to say
maybe it was
like,
an ABBA song.
I almost said ABBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it
That
was an
sounds right.
ABBA song. Fernando Benavides.
Ba, 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 ba,
Yep, yep.
ba,
Fernando, you got it. That's the one. So anyway, that's it.
ABBA.
That's what I got. That's what I got this month for the Patreon, or this week for Patreon. Big week next week. We're gonna make that drawing happen. We're gonna
Hell
pick
yes.
some winners and get some stuff sent out. Don't forget, you will have to provide me your shipping information if you win. If you're uncomfortable with this, you can continue giving us money and not tell me where you live, and we'll pick another winner. But
Open a P.O. box. Give us your mom's address.
something, anything.
Your enemy's address.
Your enemy's address. And then that's why they stole your stuff, your Chinese knockoff AirPods.
Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's what I got.
Cool.
Isn't there a legal term for that?
I believe it's called Fernando Benavides.
For like sending something to the like and calling in and being like, oh, they stole my stuff.
Mail fraud. I was,
Well, yeah, but what's the thing when like it was a rash for a while where video game like people would get in arguments on video games and then call in like
swatting.
swatting. Thank you. Yeah,
Sending a
swatting.
SWAT team
Send a
to
SWAT team.
someone. Yeah.
Well, it's not exactly the same, but
Pretty close.
sending law enforcement
Pretty close.
sending law enforcement after accusing somebody of something they didn't do. I don't think a SWAT
same
team's going to
as-
show up for the knockoff AirPods and some Star Wars figurines, but you never know.
Oh, shit. What else did we do? Is everybody good next week? So we're going to do this next week?
I'm out next week.
You're out next week.
And then
Okay.
after that,
Like
I'm
it's
good.
Water
So
World.
it's Water World next week.
Water World. Oh
Like the
boy,
movie?
I'm really glad we
The video
decided.
game made from the movie.
Dude,
Let's watch that. Let's watch
yeah.
the movie too. I don't need to watch the
Are you
movie.
in for that one then, Nicole? You want to watch Waterworld, play some of it, and come on with us?
I'm always down to talk about movies. So
Okay.
All right, we'll come back.
Talk about Waterworld.
We'll talk about the movie, I'm sure. So, because
Have you seen Waterworld?
I haven't, but I know that it's atrocious.
See, you shouldn't say that until you see it.
Oh, I would definitely watch it.
At the time, it was like the highest budgeted movie ever made, and made the least amount of money of any movie ever made.
We covered that last week. I brought that up because it was the most money ever spent on a movie, but I loved Waterworld. I'll watch it again just for this because I've seen it 12 times probably, but I'll watch it again. I don't care.
I just remember Dana Carvey's reference to it about, you can't pee in a Mr. Coffee and get Taster's Choice or whatever. All right. Well, yeah. Our theme song is Moose by... theme song to this game is Mess by Anamanaguchi. Link to that track in front of the show notes at tadpog.com. How you guys want to close it out?
As ABBA.
As ABBA? Okay. So until next time...
Tropical Capricorn.
Hey, you guys.
That's more what I sounded like.
I don't know. It's collectively.
Fernando Benavides.
Before you walk into your bedrooms to go to sleep, Link's door flings open. Wait a minute. Are we stuck on I kind of like sneezing on cat butts?
I mean, not necessarily. I wouldn't say I'm married to it.
Okay, good.
but he
not
likes
like
open
Spekkio.
relationships anyway.
You are engaged to multiple ghosts, apparently.
So what do you got? What are you guys thinking? Moonfrog's Michelob. Tell him Moonfrog sent you.
Marion
The Marion
Friendship Bench.
Rotary Club Friendship
Marion
Bench.
Rotary Club Friendship Bench. The City of Marion Rotary Club Bench of Friendship.
I think that's. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Which I thought, as we were doing this, I was trying to Google it, and it's like, you know what? Maybe Moonfrog was a ghost. Because you'd think that would pop on Google, and it didn't. So
Yep.
I don't know, man.
You're gonna have to explain where.
All right, let's go to Marion.
I'm not opposed. Like, I've got to go there for work every once in a while. I'll run up there. Tell me where that bench is. I'm gonna
I
get
will.
a picture of it.
Yeah.
You have until Sunday.
All right, no, that's not gonna happen.
I might.
You have to pull it up on Pokemon Go because that's the kind of thing that would be a stop.
Oh,
You're
you're
right.
right. Yeah, I was gonna check on like Street View to see if I could. The problem is, it's kind of like.
Ryan's wife is from there. We'll see if she's familiar with it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Marion has roundabouts, which is like, that's weird. It was like, I didn't know they had them. So I'm not saying
I love a
roundabouts
good
are weird.
roundabout.
It's just, isn't it weird that it's like a place like Marion has roundabouts?
I was laughing because when I went to see Becca in Louisville, she was bitching about their roundabout.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's
I
just
love roundabouts. Roundabouts are fucking wonderful.
It's just
Melissa hates them. It's our biggest argument.
Well, like the thing about roundabouts is like, so like there's this roundabout, but it was kind of like it's a roundabout and surrounded by parking. And it's like, it seems like really weird.
That's actually super common around here. So a lot of the small towns like Benton.
Really?
There you'll see those roundabouts in those smaller towns. And a lot of them, like you say, are surrounded by parking spaces.
Well, I was like, I felt like I was using the roundabout appropriately, but I got a look from this one lady that said that no, clearly I was not using the roundabout. And it was like,
You roundabout rapscallion.
well, I pulled out of the parking spot, and it's like, so I pull out of the parking spot in reverse, and then I just sit there and wait for an opening in the roundabout. And there weren't any openings. So like this one car passes and this woman glares at me. And it's like, I'm not in the roundabout. I'm just waiting to get on the roundabout. Don't look at me like I'm stopped in the middle of the roundabout. This is the parking lot. You are in the roundabout. So anyway.
You were in Marion, Illinois.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought you meant Marion, Kentucky, which is
no.
only like 45 minutes from here.
So is Marion, Illinois.
Sorry, that was me.
Yeah, I know.
Not too much farther. Yeah.
We're,
Assume
we're in the
Kentucky.
middle of two Marions.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The Marion sandwich. The meat and the Marion sandwich. New bad name.
It very much surprised me that there was a game store of any kind in Marion, Kentucky. I was
Say there's not much in Marion.
no. When he said roundabouts, I'm like, "There's no fucking way." He's talking about game stores and roundabouts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. Did I say Marion? I meant London, England.
Did I say roundabout? I mean Piccadilly Circus.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff.